What is good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing? Welcome to uh our Cyberpunk Red actual play podcast recording session. Such a title. I'm Joss, the Solar Power Bard. Here with me today is Fire and Bone and Cassidy. We're missing our lovely LOL, but they shall return in the future. With that being said, Fire, tell us who you are. Tell us what you'll be doing. And where can we find you?
Hey, everybody. Fire and Bone here. You can call me Fire and Bone or Brandon, depending on, what context we're in. I am going to be your lovely GM once again for this little interlude season. If you want to find me out there in the world, I have begun actually streaming on Twitch here myself under the name
Ooh,
Go Figure Fire and Bone.
crazy.
So far, I've been showcasing a little bit of the prep work that I do for the various games that I run, and it has been super fun. Like going into the minutia, how to plan things, like what level of like stuff you need to build. Spoiler warning: it's not as much as you think. But yeah, you can find me out there.
Very cool. And Cassidy.
Hello, everybody. I am Cassidy. It is great to be here back with you guys once again. I'm very excited to be, playing with such a great group of people, and being able to play under someone who is a much better DM than me. Thankfully, I'm looking to glean and study up while I have the chance before season two, which will be coming soon after the brief spring interlude. Yeah, it's sad that we're missing LOL today. He was feeling kind of sick, so we decided to go on with it as it's been quite a while since we've gotten back to you guys. But he will be back next session, and very soon we may even have another player potentially joining up in our
Ooh.
lovely game.
Mm.
Um, don't have much of an online presence, but you can find me on Discord at Cassidy_Grant. If you ever want to talk, shoot me a message, give criticism about the game, whatever, or just want to know more about the lore or whatever, just send me a DM and I'm more than happy to get back to you. And I'm still writing the novelization of season one, so
Hell yeah.
hopefully hopefully I'll write faster in the future so I can get that out at a reasonable time. Um, but yeah, that's about it for me. Other than that, you can also find me streaming in another Cyberpunk Red actual play every other Thursday at 2:30 p.m. EST over at Orc Skull on Twitch. So check that out or check it out on YouTube under the name Runner's Rise. I am part of the Bully team, the better team. And that is all from me. Drops.
Nice. And yes, I'm Joss, the Solar Power Bard. Welcome to the channel once again. I'll be playing Jax. Oh, Cassidy, who will you be playing?
Oh, I am playing Abel. Thank you very much.
Of
Resident Rocker
course.
Boy.
Hell yeah. And I, Jax or Onyx, our resident exec, alongside with SMS, his net running companion and assistant. Uh, yeah, everything's been just going well. I'm super excited to get into the game today. As you can see, I'm a bit bigger on screen. Uh, give myself the little wiggles, wiggle, wiggle. Um, and Fire, is it cool if you give us a recap from the mind of a referee?
Oh, I would love to give a recap. In fact, that was already my plan.
Beautiful.
Should I do it in the sexy cowboy voice I debuted last night?
Yeah,
Because
do
apparently that was a big hit with my players.
it.
It has
do it.
notes of Lookout in it, so it's very nostalgic.
Do it. I was
Last
gonna
time
ask you to
on.
do it with Lookout's voice.
Yeah. Last time on Nuclear Eddies. We got a whole new crew because, well, the former crew either ran out of town or was brutally murdered out in the Badlands. But luckily for us, we found three brand new gonks to take center stage. Due to the events of the previous season, the whole city's in turmoil, leading our old pal Mule to reach out to our edge runners to do a little bit of delivery work, offering them 500 eddies per package that they deliver. 3 in total. Now, our lovely edge runners don't exactly know what's in any of these packages. That way, no one can squeal to the local law. But at the same time, they're getting paid. So why do they really care? They're given the name of 3 fixers that they need to work through. That would be Al, Sunshine, and Odd Job. Since Mr. Al was nearby, they decided to do the work for them and found out that they had to deliver a mysterious wooden box with a series of numbers and dates on the side of it to the executive zone. After hijacking a car, getting themselves real pretty, and repainting the car, they managed to sneak inside, getting themselves to an executive zone HOA clubhouse, where they met the fantastic butler, whose name I do not recall, and delivered the package, finding out that it was some premium alcohol, netting themselves each a tip of 1 bottle apiece. The lovely LOL, who was not here, in fact managed to find out a little bit about the enemy of his family and do a little covert reconnaissance, finding out at the same time that this enemy, Mr. Black, in fact works for Meta, just like our exec Onyx over here. After a night of partying and wandering around in a fancy pants place they can definitely not afford on the normal place, we're going to find our edge runner starting a brand new day with 2 more packages to both find and deliver. I think they might be able to do it, and if not, well, Night City's just going to eat up another couple of dreamers and keep on chugging.
Thank you for that recap.
Of course.
Truly spectacular.
Absolutely
crazy
beautiful.
adventure.
Yeah. Good job. 10 out of 10.
I'm so glad someone can do voices here.
Yeah, it's funny because I was using that. I'm running the Edge Runners, the jacket that came with the new Edge Runners kit for my Friday night game. That was gonna be the voice of one of the characters who you meet, and I got stuck in that accent for a little bit during the duration.
They never went away.
And the players loved it, so now whenever I had to do like reading from the jacket or just pure exposition, I started doing it as that character, and it just went very well.
That's brilliant.
Please continue.
I
Truly
love it.
amazing.
And the great thing is, with us being on camera, I do sometimes do like physical work to roleplay the characters, but none of my other games have video, so no one ever sees it. It's gonna be great. It's one of the reasons I love this game.
Brilliant.
Especially since you got the great new camera where you can see all of the
Right?
movement.
Right? Look at that.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
It is beautiful.
question, referee. What were
Yeah.
the other names of the 2 people which we need packages for taking notes in the background?
Yeah, and in fact, I can
Odd
even
Job
direct you to the right
Sunshine.
place. Let's start. Sunshine is over here in the University District, and then Mr.
Odd Job's out in
Oddjob
Little
over
China.
here in Little China. Yeah.
And now, me personally, I could go for some Chinese food. I'm just saying.
That's
Maybe
valid.
it's because recently IRL I've been going through a very vintage old Chinese spot a lot for my lunch breaks. But I'm really feeling some Chinatown today. So I was thinking maybe we should handle the job with Odd Job.
I'm all right with that. We can do that. Are we together? When did we last end?
We left off getting back into the car, I believe,
Yeah.
after the night of partying.
Mhm.
And I believe that is where we left off. I assume we would have all.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't. I think I was the maybe. No, I think me and someone else were a little bit out of it. at
LOL's
that point.
character
No.
details was a little.
Oh yeah, he
a
kept
little
drinking.
tipsy.
Yeah.
I stopped
Yep,
drinking.
he kept drinking. Yeah, you stopped drinking because, especially when you found out that some of the higher ups that at your corporation were there, you're like, shit, I cannot make a scene here. So neither one of you were like fully drunk, but you did have a solid buzz going on.
Okay. So I assume we all split at the end of the night to meet back up in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and you guys
sure.
got home with no particular difficulties beyond the normal things of Night City. Like
Mhm.
maybe you had to deal with a pickpocket, maybe you had to kill a man, but I mean that's just the evening commute here at
Right,
Night
right, right.
City.
Normal Night City shit.
Yeah, but
Perfect.
that is going to bring us to the morning of July 13th. It's a nice warm day with overcast skies. Y'all have woken up for the
Mhm.
day. Details, I think, just to move him off screen a little bit, is going to
Mhm.
let you guys know that he just got tapped for a pretty major project, and he apologizes for not being able to attend to you guys. But he does say that if you need to use the car, he will leave the keys like in a specific spot. So
Okay.
you guys do have that stolen car,
Mhm.
if you would like to do things. I'm not sure any of you can actually drive that
Yeah,
actually, but
let
let's
me
find out.
check.
No. Abel cannot drive. He's just like me in real life. He does not know how. So
Oh,
he most certainly will not be able to be driving. But of
Yep.
course, Night City has public transportation. We have taxis to get where we need to go,
Yep.
if we do so require. Um,
I mean,
but you never know where the
I
trek
got
will
an
take
8
us
in
from.
reflexes. I'm not doing any strategic driving, but I could probably
He's going off pure instinct.
just pure
Yeah,
instinct.
unfortunately, without a base
Oh
of
yeah,
+10, you would have to roll every time you do something. I'm not going to make you roll every 3 seconds, but I would
yeah.
make you roll for every trip that you take. But
Oh,
like,
SMS. Does she know how to drive?
She
she
sure
does
doesn't.
not. I just checked for her while we were talking about it.
Oh, is there a way?
Well,
We have a car. Is there a way I could No, no, there's not. I need an assistant. All right. Well, we has car access if we really need it.
yeah. Like if we get the job from him, he's like, oh, deliver this to like 4 different places. We can go figure out something with the car.
All right.
Mhm.
But yeah. So like yeah, as like Abel kind of wakes up, just kind of like reaches his agent above himself so he can like read the message
Mm-hmm.
out from what he was sent. He'll just kind of roll out of bed. Um, just like take a peek outside of his like rundown ass like shack that he lives in out in the Badlands and notice that it's about to be storming and just kind of like let out a sigh and start like unfurling a tarp to like throw over his roof so it doesn't start leaking everywhere. Um, and yeah,
Ah,
he'll
the
just
joys of
like
the Badlands.
get dressed for the day. Forgo the cheap suit he was wearing yesterday, as that's not too comfortable in the rain, and just throw on some nice casual streetwear style clothes. Just try to blend in with the population. Maybe wearing stuff that could be considered a little bit too heavy for the heat levels, but he's more worried about keeping all his important stuff nice and dry. So he'll be throwing on like a nice like windbreaker with like a rain resistant shielding on it, some like nice like work pants, and he's gonna be strapping all his stuff up since he thinks that he'll be heading towards the combat zone. He won't forego the armor and rifle like he did the night before, and he'll get everything put on for this mission.
Nice.
Beautiful. What about Mr. Onyx? How are you getting yourself ready for the day?
In stark environmental contrast, um, Onyx wakes up in his slightly fluffy bed in the corporate con app in Little Europe. Uh, he rolls over. He can. Is there like a? I imagine there's like staff that works at the corporate con app.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily staff that will work for you specifically, but there are definitely like kiosks and like people kicking around.
I want to call the laundromat
Okay.
downstairs to see if they could bring up my suit from yesterday.
Oh, they can certainly do that.
And I'll grab some like pre-pack out the fridge for breakfast, and I'll call up um, Abel see what's going on today since we're down in person.
Yeah. Ring, 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 ring. Phone call, phone call.
Hey, Onyx. How's it going? You get home safe?
I did. Doing well. I noticed that we don't have LOL on the team. We still have 2 deliveries to do.
Yeah, you got that message too.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe, just to keep our timeline pushing. Me personally, I don't know how familiar you are with its reputation, but you don't really want to get on Mule's bad side, and I feel like dragging our feet. Maybe
Yeah.
not the best case scenario here. So I was thinking maybe we tackle the job for odd job. I've been feeling a trip down to Chinatown, and with all the instability in the gangs recently, I don't think we should be too worried about having to deal with large mobs or any sort of big regulation down there.
Yeah. No, that tracks. That sounds good to me. I'll go ahead and call up. Well, I'll send SMS a message to meet us. Where's the best place for us to meet? This is also a question for the ref.
Yeah. I think there are a variety of little places kicking around that you could go to. But looking at our map, it looks like we do have a bar nearby. Let me look at the index and double check which one it is. The Forlorn Hope is nearby, but I don't think any of you guys feel like you have the rep necessarily to
Yeah, I
get
don't
into
know.
the Forlorn Hope. No offense, guys, but
Nope,
I
nope,
don't
it's
know if
valid.
that's
yeah.
really our speed.
Especially me being an exec, I need extra rep. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I would leave the suit at home today.
well, what's chilling? What's chilling at H3? H813? Is that HB13? What's chilling there? What's that?
HB13. That looks like it is at the 24-hour cafe,
We could meet there.
which
That's
is
right at the
probably
edge.
from some sort of DLC.
No,
Yeah, we can meet up there.
that's right at the edge of Upper Marina and Little China, and that'll give us an entry. We could just stroll in.
Yeah, I'd be down to meet there. That's actually, funnily enough, like that's like right over where everyone's apartment was last season, where everyone was crashing.
It's so
So
true.
that's like right where y'all were living.
It's so true.
But yeah, I'd be down to meet at the cafe over there, and we could just walk over. Shouldn't be too much as long as the delivery isn't particularly bulky. I don't see
Yeah.
why it would be a problem.
With that being said, I'm not going to take my personal ride that I can get. I'm going to get on some public transportation to that location.
Yeah, it's a good idea, and especially because you are in Little Europe and going to someplace in the Upper Marina, the public transportation, especially at this time of day, we'll say that it's probably like 9 a.m. ish. It's going to be fairly reliable, fairly safe. As the day goes on, that's going to change, but for right now, public transportation is your friend.
Yeah, I want to take the route that goes, of course, north of the old city center.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You hop onto the subway. It's one of the newly completed ones. I mean, it's not great, but hey, it's getting you there. If I had the Edge Runners kit, I'd even be able to tell you which line you're using.
Oh,
but you pop
I'm
over
sorry.
there.
I wanted to say I meet, before getting on the subway, I meet SMS so that we can go together.
Oh, yeah. She, how I imagine a lot of the team members work is they have the equivalent to a con app that is like a studio apartment level, and they live in the same building as you guys.
Beautiful.
Because that just makes sense to me in my own internal headcanon.
Makes sense to me
too. Yeah. So she meets up with you pretty easily, like falls into step behind you. She's not super talkative, which I think you've figured out over the time that we've been role playing her. And y'all head over to the 24-hour cafe, and I think Abel probably catches a ride with nomads who are heading in there doing whatever it is that they're doing today.
Yeah.
And since New Westbrook does have subway lines leading into it, not as reliable, but hey, it's early in the day. They're mostly okay. And you both end up at the 24-hour cafe about 1 or 2 blocks away from the combat zone.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
As they kind of come into sight, I'll just walk over. I'll just like give like a firm handshake out to Onyx. Be like, how you doing this fine morning?
I'm doing all right.
I'm kind of rethinking this. I'm not gonna lie a little bit, but you know we're out here at this point. We
What's
might
on
as
your mind?
well see what's up. I mean, it's just like, I mean, coming into Little China with all the stuff that was happening recently over in Japantown. I mean, I don't know how much it's kind of bled into Little China, but I think we just got to keep our wits about us today,
Yeah,
especially you. I mean, is he wearing like his corporate suit right now? I
I
assume he's not.
100% am.
Yeah, I'm like, I just like look, I just look you over. I'm like, especially looking like that. I mean,
I 100%
yeah,
am wearing that suit.
we should.
Hey,
And
listen.
SMS is over here in the background wearing hers too. It's like,
Yeah, we are
let's just
definitely
try to be fun about
corpos right now.
Yeah.
He's just gonna like bend over at like one of the coffee tables like outside the cafe and just like line up like quickly just like a bump of synth coke and just gonna snort that up to get prepared and ready for the stress that Onyx is about to that Onyx has just put on him. And like, we should head over.
Yeah, we should. Let's see, what's the quickest way there? And the safest way there? We have a couple blocks to go, but a couple blocks in the combat zone is a couple
A couple
blocks
blocks in the
combat
combat zone is a lot.
Yeah.
So you guys do have a few options here. You can just straight up walk. That is an option. While the combat zone is definitely a dangerous place, being near the edge of it, it's going to be a little bit safer, at least for a little while. So since this is like, let's look at it here, probably 3 or 4 blocks. So you're only in active, like, going to die danger and like for like 2 blocks. So walking is definitely an option. If you guys want to shell out about $50, you could call a combat cab to deliver you to a location. Basically, that will be the equivalent of like an armored like taxi cab that just brings you straight to a location. Think Gorgon's security van. That's usually what I run with them with.
Okay.
So think the Grundy actually, but with bulletproof glass instead of a combat plow and more seating.
Perfect. And you said that's 50 eddies for
50 eddies.
any location in Night City?
Yes. Typically, they only do it in the combat zone, though, because for the most, like, the rest of the city is a little bit dangerous, but most of the time you don't have to worry about someone opening it up with an AK outside of the combat zone.
And they're probably coming from inside the combat zone as well, to be fair.
I think of it's more of like an Uber setup where like they have like little stations, but they'll get a ping of like, hey, this person needs to go from here to there. So someone nearby will be like, oh yeah, I'll pop them up and like pop through there.
Nomad Uber.
I was thinking maybe
Nomad Uber.
we walk there, and then once we secure the thing and we're looking like a little bit more, like even more of a target, that's maybe when we call for the combat.
You know what? We got a little bit of cash. I hear you, but I raise you these 50 eddies. I hold up.
If you're paying,
yeah, I'll just pay for us to get there. I don't mind doing that. That seems like a good business move in my corporate mind. Get us there and get us out. I have 200 eddies on me just to be transparent to the crew, not in character. So I think I can spend the 50 to get us a couple blocks.
Yeah. I mean, then you have to spend another 50 to get you out, though.
Yeah, which I would. But you know, I think it's a good move.
Me just chuckling with glee as I slowly take all of your money away from you.
Right, just shelling out cash. But no, yeah, if I'm gonna have money, this is a thing to use it for. Resourcing.
Yeah. Yeah, risk mitigation, very reasonable.
Yeah.
So you go ahead and call the combat cab. It takes them a little while to get there, but you're in like a 24-hour cafe. You guys can grab a coffee there. I'm not gonna like charge you for it
Okay.
because, it's just like more scene dressing than anything. Eventually, this sort of honestly, it is a old security van. It looks like it was an armored car at some point that they have retrofitted to be able to have like a bunch of seating in the back. It is by no means the standard that an exec is used to. However, it's secure. Like you just like can see this thick armor plating that's going to stop anybody who takes a shot at you. Flair.
Perfect. Before I get in the car, whenever it does get there, I just sort of pat it, judge it a little bit, nod my head, and then after SMS gets into the car, I would. Like, that's...
As they hop in the back seat, I'll hop in the passenger seat, which I know is, not proper etiquette, but it is what it is.
There is
Rocket
actually
Boys,
someone
Rocket
already sitting in the passenger seat. Way the combat cab is set up is there is a driver and then there is a gunner who is equipped with a SMG to lay down suppressing fire if needed.
Smart.
Because if they
Oh,
come to pick you up, they will
even
also
better.
cover you getting to the vehicle.
Oh, perfect. And I'll
Yeah.
just slide right to the back with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SMS like gives it a kind of like scrunched face, like ew look, but again sits down with you, and you guys make your way into the combat zone. And it is a fairly uneventful uneventful journey. You do hear small arms fire hitting the outside of it, but nothing ever penetrates it or seems to do much damage. At one point, like the passengers like rolls down his window, like unloads with the SMG, like a full clip, and like not stopping whatsoever. And eventually you guys find yourself at the Bridgetown cargo containers in Little China.
Bridgetown.
This is a cargo container village.
Bless you.
All right, that was the number one. It is a cargo container village stacked underneath an overpass on the waterfront, very nearby the Forlorn Hope. But yeah, luckily it's not a Tuesday, so it smells okay.
Mm.
You guys have
Okay.
some directions. Simply because you are in the combat zone, you've got here successfully. How are you guys going to try to avoid attention? Specifically, I'm asking this because you do have two people dressed in business suits, which, for our people who maybe aren't familiar with the Cyberpunk setting or may need a reminder, the business suits that both Onyx and SMS are wearing are enough to pay someone's rent and lifestyle for an entire month.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are basically walking around with 2 to 3 months worth of rent on your back right now.
So hear me out.
Absolutely.
Hear me out. I would like SMS and I, if we could roll both wardrobe and style first.
Yeah.
Second, I would like to roll. Where is it? No. There we go. Social. Do I have it on this dude?
Do you have it? I don't know what it is.
There's no
You definitely have
intimidation.
it, but do you have it?
Is there an intimidation?
There is no intimidation.
There is no intimidation.
Generally, I work it as either a persuasion check or in like a really like combat's about to go off. That would be a face down.
Okay. So I would like to do a wardrobe and style for myself and SMS and a persuasion to look as imposing and like not today as possible, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense to me. Is this wardrobe and style intended to complement your attempts to look imposing as heck?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and give me the wardrobe and styles first. I will look at SMS and see what her wardrobe and style is. I think I gave you access, but
yeah,
it's a 4.
But
So I will go ahead and give it to. Oh wait, yeah, I give you access, so you can do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have to run over everybody see. Beautiful.
Did I get all 3?
Wardrobe and style for... We'll use the higher one, like the one I rolled, just because
Okay.
I am a benevolent dictator.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. So SMS is definitely not going to get some sort of bonus. You definitely will. In the scenario, I was going to give you a -2 to this roll just because of the amount of money on your back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that crazy wardrobe and style roll offsets that -2 just so that you're just rolling it flat.
Beautiful.
Which means y'all rolled a 12.
Cool.
Yeah. Monsieur Abel, is there anything you would like to do to somehow assist your associate? And what type of weapons do you guys have? I need a reminder on that, especially because Abel, I can't just like glance at your sheet real quick.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so
we need to talk to the chat at some point. Hi,
Abel
chat.
What's good, chat?
has on well, firstly, he has light armor jack underneath his like windbreaker. And then he has a submachine gun strapped to his like underneath his arm, which like is whenever his like windbreaker is not, since it's not zipped up, whenever the like flaps kind of flap, you can see it underneath his
Yeah.
arm, holstered. He has a pistol in his boot, and he has an assault rifle just that he's carrying like in full view, for everyone to see. And the assault rifle also, anybody looking close enough at it can see that it has been modified and upgraded.
Sexy.
Yes. And he also has his cane, which he has decided to kind of... I mean, he's just walking up to this level.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Nice, nice.
it. What about you, Onyx?
Well, Onyx is he has this heavy pistol. Both Onyx and SMS, can I say we have the little vest holsters?
Definitely, yeah.
So he has a sort of a heavy pistol concealed inside his jacket. Under, like, he has his vest on, and then the little holster so he can pull it out under his jacket. And then over the side, not concealed, or on his back, is an assault rifle. And
unconcealable, in fact.
Unconcealable, for sure. So I have one concealed weapon, one unconcealable weapon, and then SMS. She has a very heavy pistol. I think very heavy pistols are unconcealable as well.
They can't be concealed.
Right.
Nope. They are very obvious.
She's wearing her like corporate goth situation, and just instead of having her vest holster under a jacket. She's not wearing a jacket. It's just sort of on top of her light armor jacket.
Yeah, I dig this. All right. So, you guys are basically you are benefiting from the fact that you guys are fairly well armed. You're not just wandering around with pistols, and more importantly, your weapons are obvious. Like, we discussed this a little bit out of character, but it's worth saying in character as well, and also for our lovely chat and the people watching us. Fashion matters, weapons matter, but the context of them is very important. So in our last session, you were going into the executive zone. Showing up heavily armed would have been a major detriment to you. But here, showing up heavily armed is a bonus. Because, hey, people aren't going to mess with someone they think that can kill them. This isn't D&D. You don't get to come back.
Right.
Yeah, unless you know Arasaka.
Right. Or Biotechnica. Right.
Or Biotechnica.
Or Biotechnica. I'm going to give you guys the option. You can either roll me a quick streetwise or a human perception to get an idea on how effective your tough guy persona has been in this situation. Anybody can roll it. You can also have SMS roll it if you
Okay.
would.
Human perception for Jax.
Let me see if
And
this works. I'm trying out modifying a roll, like adding the thing.
Ooh, SMS. Baby.
she doing her thing.
Boom. Did I do it? I did it correctly.
You did it.
Nice.
Finally
All
figured
right,
out how
all
to
right,
roll
all
on roll
right.
20 properly. That is human perception, by the way.
That is human perception. Thank you. Yeah. So all of you, probably because you're a little on edge, you're like bright and bushy-tailed, metaphorically and literally, because hey, maybe you have a bunny scope we haven't mentioned yet.
Nice.
All of you can kind of tell that your weapons are working for you, but your clothes are working against you, at least in the case of SMS and Onyx. Unfortunately, you guys didn't make yourself look intimidating with your fashion enough to wave people off,
Okay.
but the fact that you're packing a lot of heat is keeping most people from messing with you. But you
Okay.
also kind of know that, like, this isn't going to last forever. Like,
Right.
if you stay in one place too long, eventually someone's going to take a shot at
Gonna
you.
come through. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But you have the unit, which is to be 416.
Cool.
I totally made up before this, and I'm not writing down right now so that I'll remember it later. Definitely didn't make that up off the top
Right,
of my
of
head.
course not. What?
Of
Crazy
course not.
plans.
Of course not. This pen just is something to fiddle with. You guys need to go through 416, which it means you need to go up some very rickety, unstable stairs/ladders to get up to the appropriate thing, which
Okay.
you do. Eventually, you get outside of a kind of cargo containers are designed to handle like lots of salt air exposure and stuff like that. But even despite that, some of these things are starting to rust, getting a little bit of corrosion. You get up there, you make your presence known somehow, and you can hear someone coming to the door. You hear someone say, yes. Who is it?
So we're
Mule sent us.
What's the password?
there is no password, you idiot. Let us in.
Go fuck yourself. And he just opens up the door to let you in. It's a very good natured go fuck yourself. You pop inside to see a gentleman who you know is Oddjob. I'll say that, maybe some of you have done business with before. The lovely Oddjob, a person very clearly of Asian descent, though which part of Asia is a little bit hard to say. Who is kind of looking you up and down. Also, a shout out to my artist friend Zarya, who did the artwork for Oddjob today.
Hey. Very cool. And it's up on screen now too.
Beautiful. But yes, Oddjob is kind of looking over you guys. The cargo container that you guys have been brought into, it very clearly is not a living space. It is a storage space. Like, there is a bed, there is like all the accoutrements that come with the cargo container, but there's lots of boxes, lots of shelves. Nothing is labeled because that just makes it easier to steal things. And he's just kind of like looking you up and down. It's like, all right, so you're the guys that Mule sent. Good, good. All right, I do not want anything more to fucking do with this package.
What is it?
Thing. What?
What is it?
As far
Why
as
do
the
you need to know?
size, is it a box that we're carrying? Is it a bag
Oh yeah,
that
it's a
we're
box.
carrying?
I'm gonna give you the box. Hold on. He comes back and comes back with like effectively like a cardboard box that has been like masking taped. I'm gonna say it's a cube. It's trying to think of moving boxing size. It's about a 2 by 18 by 18, so 2 feet long, 18 across, 18 above. Those are freedom units. For everybody else who uses an actual measurement system, I apologize.
Yep. Sorry.
Yeehaw!
18 by 18. Okay. All right. That's pretty. You said 2 feet by 18 feet by 18 feet?
Yep. Yeah, so it's like your standard moving size box.
18
I'm
feet?
actually very broad chested. No, 18 inches.
Oh, I was like to say, wee, that's a big old box.
No. It is something that you can carry in your hands.
Okay. Okay, cool.
God, I almost want to change it to that because that's much more entertaining. But
That's
no, it's just
gigantic
like
box.
a standard moving box.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he pushes it out there. It's got some weight to it, very similar to the last box where it is heavy enough that you need to use both hands to handle it, but not so heavy that you would have a hard time moving it around.
Okay.
Yeah. So, is there anything we should keep in mind with this? Is it fragile,
Yeah.
explosive, flammable, biohazard? Is it tracked? Is there anyone looking out for it?
I
Did
have some.
anyone like tail you while you were bringing it here?
That's
No,
all
no,
valid
no,
questions.
no. It's flammable, but not like flammable. It's about as flammable as anything else is, which is to say yes. Not explosive, not a biohazard. You guys ask a lot of questions. You just need to get it to point A to point B.
Without
Basically,
dying.
you need to get it over to Sugar Pop and Baby Boy. They are actually over in South Night City, near the current container village over there. It shouldn't be too hard to get over to. But yeah,
Yeah,
they're right
sure.
near the medical technologies building. You guys could loop up through what am I telling you guys how to do your job for? That's why you're paid. While you guys are here, do you need to stock up on any drugs, any ammunition, any weapons? They got some stuff kicking around.
Still a couple more questions,
Yes.
and I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
You said the
yeah,
medtech
yeah.
building. Where specifically in the medtech building? Do you know, or
No,
should we
not
just
in the
ask for
medtech
Sugar Pop?
building.
Okay.
You're going to a bar nearby
Okay.
called the Salty Spittoon.
Perfect. All right, cool. That's what I needed to know. Salty Spittoon, and we should see Sugar Pop and Baby Boy, right? And that's who's getting
Yeah,
this thing. Cool.
yeah. You
Um,
know who they are and what they look like, right?
no, we don't. Do you have a dossier?
A what?
And do you have a
Corporate
picture?
super, like a picture, like details.
Yeah. Uh,
I-
you know,
Okay, so
a
baby boy,
description. Mhm.
all white, just all white. Trust
Okay.
me, when you see him, that will make perfect sense. All white.
Okay.
Uh, as for Sugar Pop, she's got she's usually wearing like a red and black number. Kind of got an attitude, crisscross thing. She's in charge. Trust me, you'll kind of do it. She's usually
Okay.
like having some sort of what are those little things you call the sweet things that you put in your mouth? Lollipops. There it is.
Mm.
That's where the name comes from. Sugar Pop.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
Sounds like some characters.
For sure.
Awesome. Yeah, just forward us the location where you want this brought. And Onyx, how about you call back one of those cabs to take us over there?
Yeah. Will it get us over that way, referee, or do we need to like cab it out of the zone and then cab it to the location?
I'm gonna ping where the location is right here. Got that little token for you.
Okay.
You should be seeing a very, very small little box in a circle. That is where you need to go. How you get it there is up to you. Like, you certainly could pay a combat cab to drop you over there, but I think with that distance, they're probably gonna like pay you for 2 trips because normally, actually, you know what? You can try to make a business roll to see if you can get it into 1 trip, but
Okay.
otherwise it's going to be 2, meaning $100. Or you could just get yourself out of the combat zone and hop back onto public transportation.
And swing around to the University District. Um.
But then we would have to re-enter the combat zone anyway.
Yeah.
Down there.
That is correct.
I think. All right, cool. Mule, is there a place that we can chill and talk? Really quick. I'm not Mule. I'm sorry. Odd Job is what I would have said.
I mean, yeah, there's a 24-hour cafe thing here. There's like a little dive bar, like 3 levels down. You want to rent this place for an hour? I do it like $20 an hour. I'm not really going to ask questions about what you guys do in there. There's a bed in the back, but yeah, no.
I hold up the 20 eddies and just walk towards that direction.
Yeah. You go back into past the little curtained area into what is clearly the sleeping area. It is like a little twin-sized bed. For reference, cargo containers are about 2 meters across or 6 feet across.
Okay.
So this space is not very big. So it's got enough space for like the twin bed off to the side and a little bit of space to get to it, but that's about it.
Cool. I just needed him to let us chill here for a second. I'd rather not go to the dive bar with a box and a suit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Odd Job seems to have a rep in this area, so no one's going to storm his place in the next 10 minutes,
Yeah.
hopefully. You know.
Yeah, if you want to actually get some info on him, you can always go ahead and roll streetwise too.
Yeah, I will streetwise and can SMS roll a library search.
I will tell you for free, you're not going to get any information on Oddjob with a library search. He is very specific about keeping him. He is a low-level fixer. He's not quite at the point where people are paying attention to him.
Okay.
Yeah, but Onyx, you go ahead and you try to you kind of go into the back of your head who is this odd job guy? You know him by kind of reputation as this low level fixer who just does odd jobs here and there for people, and that's how he got his name.
Okay.
And yeah, he just kind of a little bit of a nobody, enough of a reputation to keep people from fucking with him and to get a hold of stuff that you might need, but otherwise, yeah, kind of a small fish.
Okay.
But
safe enough for now.
Useful fish.
Yeah.
Especially when you're hungry.
For sure. So Abel, the approach to our location, I think we should cab it through the combat zone. Maybe an unpopular opinion.
I do agree that we should cab it through the combat zone, 100%. You know, he mentioned, maybe selling us or gifting us. You know, he wasn't very clear about it. Some ammunition and drugs. So
definitely wasn't a gift. Definitely wasn't a gift.
Do I see anything like that? Just sitting around.
Oh no.
There are not in the area that you are in, but if you go back into the more frontward part of it, there are various vials, packages, boxes of ammunition. Again, nothing is labeled as kind of a deterrent for doing stuff. You could be like, haha, I stole a box of ammunition, and then it turns out to be birdshot that, does absolutely nothing in your gun.
I'll just fish around in that front room to see if I can find some, rifle ammunition matching the caliber of my weapon.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Are you trying to do this legitimately and buy it from him, or are you trying to be a...
Oh, no, I'm just going to take this shit from him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception and also a stealth.
Just as well. Is he still in the room?
Oh, yeah, no, you're in a little private back area. Back there where none of the goods are, you're fine. If you go up to the front, you're going to be in sight.
I thought you said when we were renting out his thing that he was just going to leave entirely. But if he's there, I'm not going to steal.
I mean, you could ask him to leave. Be a persuasion check.
I don't know. That's a little too suspicious for Abel. You know, he's not like our resident thief. This is not his area of expertise. So, when he goes in the other room and he sees Odd Job, he's like, well, if things go, he just thinks to himself, he's like, well, if things go bad, do I really want to have to kill him right now? It's kind of best to just leave his product alone.
All right, then. Eventually, oh, go ahead.
The next question I had was it almost left my brain. Give me a second. 1 second.
I feel you. Yeah. Thoughts leave our brains all the time, man.
So fast as well.
So fast. You walk through too many doors.
So many. So we got to the joint. We're in a little space. Oh, Abel.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot, but it was super important. That's such a tragedy.
I imagine this is all in character too.
Yeah, you just see me Abel. Fuck, I forgot. So we have this box. We got a cab through the combat zone. We're chilling in this joint right now. You know who Odd Job is? We could just leave, but there's a thing that I know I wanted to ask and I can't remember.
Ask about the job, about Odd Job, about.
It was about the job. Oh, it was about our previous job to the referee, actually.
Okay. That's
Did
I remember what you wanted to ask Abel, because you didn't want to ask anything to Abel.
Exactly.
He starts. Abel's like confused as he starts like talking to this guy.
Yeah. Did we get paid for the last
you have
job?
not been paid yet.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I have, and this was a follow up. How much cash do you have? I have 130 on me now. I can get us.
I don't have any.
Okay. No, that works. So we're gonna have to find some money as well. But I do have a free. Well, I do have a corporate car that we could utilize from the. It's all coming together now. This is what was on my mind. So we have to go to South Night City. Let's say worst case scenario, it's 100 eddies to get from our location with a combat cab to Sugar Pop and Baby Boy, right? To the Salty Spittoon. Say it's 100 eddies. They'll leave us 30 eddies to get out of the district, back at least to your Little Europe, or back at least to the University District. Then I can call the corporate cab. I know they won't come into the combat zone without some extra telling. And that will mean that we would need to.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely swipe 20 eddies somewhere. I mean,
Yeah.
we could probably convince Odd Job to lend us some money if we really have to.
To throw it out there, you guys also did get gifted some bottles of alcohol that their worth is about 100. You could hawk those.
That is true.
That is super
How many
true.
of those do we get, though?
One for each of you, so
Yeah.
each of you should have one. SMS didn't get one because they
No.
have a help.
Yeah.
If you want to sell your bottle, I'm not talking about
Ooh, hear me out. Hear me out. We're in a combat zone. I know there are net runners in the area, but there also might be. Can SMS, while overhearing this, do a because she could just steal some cash from someone's network if they have anything sitting there. You know what I mean?
I think that would require her to actually find a net architecture and hack into it. You have to remember that this is the time of the Red. While the data pool does exist, any like hardcore, like actual proper systems are like air gapped from the net entirely.
Of course, yeah. She wasn't going to be like running the net from this joint, but I was thinking if we did, that's another option once we get to the location. If we do need to find some cash without, risking a pickpocket, we technically have a digital pickpocket. We just would need to get to like anything really, a fucking vending machine we could pop. You know what I mean? I'm sure SMS can pop a vending machine.
I will point out that the vending machines in the Cyberpunk universe are equipped with flamethrowers.
They are. So I believe in her.
They are. Hey, if you want to do it, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, worst comes to worst, there's plenty of random people on the street that.
That's true too. True too.
They don't
get
all
Night
have
City
to survive till next morning. Yeah.
They could get Night City. That's very true. So yeah, there we go. That's all I was thinking. So at least that's the plan, right? Combat zone travel to the location, finish the job, and then get out by going north towards the University District.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good plan. I
Cool.
very much think that that is what we should do. Have you called the cab?
Yeah, it's called Cap.
Yeah. I'll say I had SMS call the cab while we were doing this little thingy thing.
Yeah. So my questions for you guys, it sounds like, at least from what I was hearing, that you're gonna go straight from here to the South Night City, not going into the corporate zone. You're gonna like keep in the combat zone.
Mhm.
Are you planning on trying to sell that alcohol here, or to find another way to make money in the interim?
Yeah, we'll find another way to make money. I'm
Yeah.
sure that like someone has some money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
can
mean,
maybe
if
find
you
a
want to
mark.
fully like just commit a crime, we can roll with that.
We
I
can
will
find a
commit
mark.
crime.
I mean, like Abel might have some money, like maybe.
I like how in the span of 20 minutes, it's gone from I don't have any money to like I might have some.
I might have 20 eddies like somewhere. Like just Onyx doesn't have to know that.
No, that's valid.
Turns
That's
out you have a
completely valid.
subdermal pocket with just like a secret stash in
Just
there.
tons of cash. No, that's super valid. Freaking.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. All right. So
We're just
the
waiting
cab
on the cab.
pings you, lets you know that it's here. You guys step outside the cargo village, go back down. You can feel eyes on you
Hmm.
as you get into the combat guide. Very similar to the one you had before. Maybe not the same one. Maybe just a regular car, but still nice and armored.
Mhm.
You guys actually zip up north to kind of actually going into the corporate zone for a brief moment just so that you can get on Route 16 and go through that way. Those of you who have lived in Night City, at least in this version of Night City, know that Route 16 mostly doesn't go off. Nope, that wasn't me. Mostly doesn't get off anywhere in the combat zone, except for a few exits to go to the public utilities, like the medical technologies.
Okay.
Your time there goes pretty well, actually, because you did the combat cap. At one point, you see a full-on road battle with it's a car being pursued by another like heavily decked out car, like old Mad Max style, like
Mhm.
guys just hanging out the side with assault rifles. You see like out of nowhere this little gyrocopter, which is this two-person like thing, just pops next to the vehicle being chased. There's some sort of interchange, and then the second guy on the back of the gyrocopter fully shoots the pursuing vehicles with a rocket, and just boom, like explosion. The police are nowhere. The police
No,
are
of
never
course
here
not.
when you need them. And like they just kind of like pop off to the side, and shortly afterwards, in the distance, you can see the little gyrocopter like flying off into the city to do whatever it's going to do. But eventually, you guys end up at this lovely little bar.
Okay.
In the interim, while you guys are traveling, why don't you both give me a streetwise check to see if you can place the name Baby Boy and Sugar Pop.
Okay.
Sure.
Maybe give you a little bit of exposition.
And will SMS be able to do that library search as well?
Yeah, she can do a library search here.
Perfect.
There
DA14. 16.
And is that where's that? I always lose library education.
Yep, education. Once again,
SMS just rolling like a goddess.
Yeah, she's killing
at
it
some
today.
like we discuss potential things in the future. If that happens with our characters, SMS needs to become an exec. Like low level, like maybe rank 2, but SMS needs to become an exec.
That's so true. She does deserve it.
Yeah.
That's so true.
So SMS unfortunately doesn't find there wasn't too much info on the net. She finds what specifically Onyx finds with his streetwise, and Cassidy actually, because Cassidy has worked with these people before.
Okay.
Baby Boy and Sugar Pop are members of the albino alligators, and SMS is actually able to figure out that the Salty Spittoon, which you guys are heading for, is actually a local hangout. It's a little weird though because it has only begun recently being called the Salty Spittoon, and this is actually what SMS gets you. Sorry, I misspoke. She gets you like all the information in the world from the forums. The Salty Spittoon was only called that very recently after the Hangmen kind of like made their big push and took over the majority of the various combat zones. Before that, it was called Crocodile Tears and was a hangout for the albino alligators. This is maybe an indication that the landscape you're walking into maybe has changed since the initial desire for delivery was put forth.
Okay.
Awesome.
But yeah, let's move you guys to a different map, shall we? You guys find yourself. This top map is the first floor. The bottom map is the second floor.
Okay.
You guys find yourself going to this two-story building, kind of like crammed in. It's what I've been calling a bar set up in a Night City special, which is a 5/1, with the one being a concrete barrier with very few windows and access points, and the
Okay.
five above it being very cheap construction just to like help with some of the rebuilding effort.
Okay.
This one isn't in a great condition because it's like in the heart of the combat zone, but clearly someone was trying to build up around here. You guys walk in and see that there is a sort of short, like very gloriously mustached bartender, a red hair, very femme-looking bartender, as well as four members of the Hanged Men, kind of like arrayed around the door, more or less, as well as
Okay.
just the crowd of regular patrons.
And where's the door?
What would you
I'm
guys like
sorry.
to do? The door is hither.
Beautiful. And how
You know
do
what?
you
I'll
drop
even write a little
things to the thing again?
You just go ahead and pop on the name and just drag and drop.
Okay. Cool.
Token placement is not essential in the moment, but it is a good way to keep track of where your characters might be.
Beautiful. I went
So
ahead and got it
the
done.
combat cab drops you off. You
Mhm.
like lose that 50 from your account.
Mm-hmm.
They maybe give you a look because you didn't tip, but that's okay.
Yep.
You're a corpo. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are in this lovely bar. What do you do?
Beautiful. Abel, want to take point for me?
Yeah, I got you. He'll just kind of meander. What is this bartender wearing? The femme-looking one.
The femme-looking bartender, who is actually represented by this lovely little token, is wearing sort of generic chic style stuff with maybe a little bit of with an urban flash jacket and kind of feather boa going on. Uh, Black shirt, like pretty standard, like black t-shirt and jeans and like regular shoes that most bar staff wear as kind of their work clothes. But clearly, they have thrown this very like nice urban flash jacket with the little feathered collar rather than a feathered boa.
Mm.
They've got like maroon hair that's kind of been popped off to the side. Clearly, they've gotten the body sculpt and went for a more like anime looking work. Not quite Uncanny Valley, but like you can definitely feel like the eyes are a little bit too big, but not like totally out there. I feel like the Uncanny Valley doesn't hit as hard in the Cyberpunk universe when
Mm-hmm.
you
Like
can
everyone's
literally
a
make
little
yourself look
different.
like a
Very
cat.
strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So Abel just pull up to the nearest empty seat on the end of the bar, close to her, and he'll just kind of like lightly tap on the bar and say, "Hey, I'm looking for some information. I was wondering if you could help me, perhaps for a small incentive."
Gives you a look up and down. It's like, hey, I might be able to do that for you. I'm gonna put this token on the map of 40 just to represent where you are able.
I was about to pull out one of my D&D tokens to represent me because I don't have a token for Abel.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So he'll just kind of just like lean in close to her and kind of whisper and say, "I'm looking for a woman who goes by the name of Sugar Pop. I heard she hangs out around here. Like to keep this a little bit on the down low. You know, unsavory folk don't need them butting into business, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you, hun. Listen, I might be persuaded, but my friend Eddie might persuade me a little bit better if you catch my meaning.
Yeah,
Maybe buy a
yeah.
drink, tip well.
Yeah. All right, just get me whatever you recommend, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Huh?
Yeah.
I'll be around for a few hours, whenever you are free to talk a little bit more.
Yeah. Are you going to try to take? Are you gonna just post up here at the bar? Or are you gonna try to grab one of these tables or maybe one of the booths?
I'll post up at the bar.
All right. I will keep you guys where you are then.
I'm gonna
Yes.
keep all these people in my line of sight.
Yeah. Don't you worry. They have noted you guys as well. I'm pulling up one of the DLCs, mixing drinks, changing lives, because they list a bunch of random drinks in here. So I'm
Mhm.
going to use one of those. Yeah. So she looks at the group of you, is like, you all getting drinks, or just our very finely dressed and well-armed friend here? You look like
They
you
don't
could
drink.
spend a little bit of money, she says, looking at the lovely Onyx and SMS.
Say
They
that to
try
me one
not
more
to drink
time.
on the job.
Ooh. So you're in charge.
Well, I don't know how much of your business that personally is, but yeah, somebody's got to call the shots, and as you can see, they're from a little bit out there, if you know what I'm saying. Although, don't mistake them for some novices now.
All right, Mr. Big Spender. I'll set you up with a nice drink befitting your status and the help that you have here.
Mm.
Uh, so
So,
here's the thing. I
can we
have
say?
decided that this
Oh,
person thinks that you're a big spender, and they're about to give you a very expensive drink. Would you like to
That's
give
fine.
me a conversation check to maybe sort of subtly convince her to give you a less expensive drink?
Hell no.
Okay.
Abel's not no bitch. Listen, you got to play your part.
Okay.
can we
Okay.
say?
I, I,
Uh,
I gave you the option.
can we say that? Meanwhile, while this conversation was going on, I got an urgent phone call on my internal agent, so I was away. What happened?
Uh,
You've been reclassified as the help, darling.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
You and SMS are my lackeys,
Did
and
I hear
I'm currently
this?
chatting up the bartender trying to get him to.
I'm going to say that was SMS filling you in. It's like, you've been reclassified as the help, and he's
Uh,
now the big man.
uh,
Motions
I
over to Abel.
I laugh and look at her and just cross my arms and sit back and watch Abel and watch the box. I asked him to take point.
Yeah.
Hey, what's good,
Excuse
MG?
me. So, you guys post up at the bar. She wanders over and gives to the lovely Abel a drink called the Cobalt Velvet, which is a bubbly, classy, burning style type of drink, which costs 50 eddies.
I'll take out some cash that I got. I'll count out 50 eddies and then another 50 eddies, and I'll slide that over the table towards her.
Beautiful. And for the two people there, she pops you over a drink, couple drinks, big fluorescent one, the Blue Fairy, which its notes are sweet, girly, and soft. She gives you both a wink and says, "Don't worry, I made sure they were non-alcoholic." And that is 10 eddies apiece.
Cool. I pay for SMSs.
Beautiful.
The real question is, how does the drink taste?
Uh, basically with the mixing drinks, changing lives, they just give you three words to kind of describe how it is. So the Cobalt Velvet is described as bubbly, classy, and burning.
Ooh,
You know how I had that bomb
something maybe
ass.
like
I'm sorry. Oh, I
I'm
was just
thinking
gonna.
that it's fucking. I'm thinking of how I can make this real. I'm thinking of how I can make this in real life right now. Those are some. Those are some powerful notes right there. No, yeah, I'll sip on it.
And with that bomb ass
Yeah,
wardrobe
you
and
sip
style
on
I
it.
had
Nice.
when she makes her little
Yeah.
quippy quip to us, like made sure it was non-alcoholic. I want to give that deep, in control chuckle. You know what I mean? To take a sip and smile. Let it keep going.
Yeah.
That rich laugh right there. The ha.
That
While drinking the sweet, girly,
yeah,
soft
yeah,
described drink called the
100%.
Blue
I am
Fairy. I'm down
owning this
for it.
drink.
We are owning this drink.
Yeah, I made my
Beautiful.
choice, woman. Like you know.
Thankfully for both of you guys, you don't have to roll to resist torture drugs to
Yeah,
not get drunk for these.
yeah.
Uh, Cassidy, if you're able, can you go ahead and give me a quick bribery check?
Yeah, sure. Let me check my bribery.
And can I assist with the bribery? I'm pretty good with bribery.
15.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me. Sorry, our resident artist, Zarya Kawai, actually just popped in. I was letting know we should have her. Yeah. Yes, certainly. Go ahead and give me a bribery check to see if you can compliment that. It's like, oh, my friend's in the chat, and I completely lost all of my GM mojo. It's like, hey, friend!
Right.
I'm actually very friendly. So that's 13 and a 15. I'm going to say with that 15, you do give our lovely Abel a +1, which is important because that DV was a 13, baby.
Nice.
Hey.
Hey. She leans over, and I'm actually going to have her do a quick roll for this. 1 second. Let's roll some dice here, folks. That's what we're here to do. Beautiful roll. She leans over, and as she does, you guys get the feeling that she's being seductive and sultry with you, but that is like in part an act so that if people are looking over at you guys, they think that she's just putting the whammy on you to get you to spend more money or give more tips. Which is important because, as I mentioned, there are a couple of hanged men like right near the bar.
Right.
So she's like, so Baby Boy and Sugar Pop got run off by the new locals, and she makes a very subtle motion over at the hanged men.
Mm.
Last I checked, they were hanging out outside of their influence, thinking about a comeback, but we know how that's going to be over in the old combat zone. I can certainly give you for that one of the old abandoned things, and she gives you the name of the street, which I unfortunately do not have because none of the street names are labeled. We'll call it Beep Beep Boop Street, just
Beep
for
beep
the
boop.
sake of argument. The abandoned subway station on Beep Beep Boop Street.
All right then.
Yeah.
I'll just whisper back towards her, just kind of like moving like my head slightly tilted to the left, so my mouth is angled kind of behind like her chin, so the people sitting on my right can't see what I'm saying if they're trying to read my lips.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just say, thanks for the information. If you ever need anything, contact me. And then I'll have my agent like reach out to her agent to kind of share my information. It was a very nice time meeting you, and I'm gonna hang around here for a bit longer just to make sure the locals don't catch on to how we're fishing for information. But we should really do this again sometime. It was fantastic. Then
Go
he'll
ahead and
just
give me a
lean back.
charismatic impact to try and make a fan here.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
yes, yes, yes. Boom! Boom!
That definitely beats the DV8. So yeah, you have made this lovely bartender a fan of yours.
Oh yeah.
Gives you a
I mean,
wink and is like, "Come back anytime you want, hon."
of course, of course. And yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. IRL.
Yeah.
Cool. It's a good time
Move
for a bio
in
break.
time. Yeah, I think it is a good time for a bio break.
So yeah, let's just do that. Everybody take 10. Is 10 minutes good enough? Be back by 2:30? 2:31?
Yeah. 2:31, 2:32. See y'all in 10 minutes. Take your bio
Bet.
break, drink your water, do whatever you need to do. I'm going to wander away.
Beautiful.
And probably
So
get a
we
sandwich.
shall be back, you wonderful people. See you in about 10 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get that shout out to our lovely artist as well. If I already didn't. Did I do that? I sure didn't.
Definitely do that. I don't think you gave him the. There we go. There we go.
What's happening?
Yep. We're gonna take a 10.
Yeah.
Mainly
Okay,
so
perfect.
that I can acquire more coffee and maybe some water, maybe a snack.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would love to go have a smoke right now. So I
Yeah.
will catch y'all in time.
Perfect. We'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch us over while we wait for Cassidy.
Yeah. Let them hear our dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones. Wonderful artwork,
Maybe
by the way,
Warren.
Zaria.
Oh yeah. They're also working on some fast sketches for Baby Boy and Sugar Pop right now as well, just so we have something to work with. Because I thought you guys were going to go Sunshine first, so I have art for Sunshine, and there aren't too many other like NPCs that we need to demonstrate.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's awesome. I love it.
Oh, I'm back.
Welcome
You're back. Oh God, we're live. I've been revealing my most
Hi,
darkest
guys.
secrets. I'm kidding. I don't have actually no. I have a variety of secrets. I'm a member of secret societies, in fact.
Ooh, must talk.
No, I knew that we were live. The lovely Jaws did warn us before we do this thing. But part of my public persona is just like a bumbling but very charismatic fool. Like I make all of these jokes about like, oh, I just wander in and I just run things off the cuff. But people who tune into my channel will find out like I do 2 hours of prep for like every gaming session pretty much. So and what's really funny is most of the time it doesn't even get used in that gaming session. So like the Monday night game, I fully have like 4 weeks ahead of time because we keep doing really great role play, which means all the like the mechanical stuff I haven't had to pull out quite yet. And the Friday night game, they're running the jacket, the Edge Runners kit, which has been really cool. I can see you, Zaria. I'm just terrible at responding in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah. Till we get back into the game, we just talk like normal people. But we are like we did say we would start back again at 2:32, so we should probably do that.
Let's do it.
Zaria is in my Monday night game, so
Nice.
this comment is important to them. Yes, I have 4 weeks of material already set up because we keep doing like a little bit more roleplay, which I love. So the Widow's storyline that you guys are currently on, that you just went through the first half of, I prepped that 3 weeks ago, and we just didn't get to it for a while.
It's always nice to have a backlog, though.
Oh, it is. Anyways, we should probably focus on this game because that's what the people are here to see.
Well, let's do it.
But yeah.
What's up, Queen? Came in heavy.
See, I'm asexual, so I don't get that joke whatsoever. Don't explain it to me. I'm pretty sure I don't want to know. But anyways, back to it. So to recap for our folks before we left on the break, y'all had just found the information where you can find Baby Boy and Sugar Pop, since
Mhm.
this bar has been taken over just a tiny, tiny bit. You guys were planning on kicking around. I think we started this whole day at around 9 a.m. I imagine that there has been a fair amount of travel waiting around. So let's say that it's around 1 p.m. at the current moment. So you are getting the people, you're getting a little bit of the lunch rush. There is a little bit more of a crowd coming in. Go ahead and give me either a perception or a human perception, if you would.
Okay.
Yeah.
Human percept. Gotta find my
Or
buttons
perception.
again.
Or choice.
Oh,
Different lens to get the same information.
yeah.
Bet.
So my human perception, that's a total of 29.
I mean, jeez, crow.
Right. And let me see. Where
How did you
awareness?
get a 29? Because you would need to have a 20, which I think is impossible at your current level. And I'm only seeing you roll a 6 there.
I rolled a 10 plus 13 before that.
Okay, so that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, okay, so we got a 19 from you. SMS has a perception, that is a human perception. So SMS is definitely like noticing that the hanged men are looking at you and it's kind of like pinging on the agent, like, hey, the local boosters are kind of looking at us. Boosters in this case kind of being a little bit of an insult to them because they are a properly organized game. Booster is
Mm-hmm.
more representative of like not represented, not a organized game.
Okay.
But yeah, uh, with the human perception, Onyx and Cassidy, both of you are noticing that these hanged men are eyeing you guys between the combination of the suits, the weapons, and this box. They're probably maybe not accost you, but they are definitely going to ask you about this when you get up to leave to the bar.
Okay.
Well, noticing that, I want to kind of just look at those hangmen that are eyeing us, and see if any of them looks to be of a little bit of a higher importance, or if the others seem to defer to them a little bit in conversation. See if I can just isolate out an individual like that. If they have some sort of form of leader.
Uh, what is an excellent question? My goodness, something that I couldn't think of. I think you notice that they are on their phones with someone,
Mm.
but you're not entirely sure who.
Hmm. I'll
If you want to throw, actually, what was your human perception was kind of crazy, actually. So let me just move some things around here. You actually see that there is a person at a bar. I just revealed their token for you right there,
Mm-hmm.
who does seem to be glancing at their phone and is kind of wearing the kind of gang colors of the hanged men. This
Yeah,
person definitely looks a little bit better equipped as well.
Okay.
I'll head over to that person.
Yeah. You kind of like, I don't want to say sashay away from them, but that's how I'm like kind of picking it up. You are walking over to this person, and they're wearing medium armor jack, so they're clearly here to intimidate. They've got an assault rifle, like just kind of propped up against the table near them. No one at their big, heavy pistol. You see some sort of like little bat thing at the side of them. This is someone who is clearly designed to look intimidating and be intimidating.
As Abel walks over, he'll just like lean very heavily on his cane, like really like play up that like very slight limp that he has as he makes his way over.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to go ahead and give this person a human perception roll to look into that. They also have absolutely garbage human perception, though. Can you go ahead and give me an acting check, actually?
For
Nice
sure, for
ones.
sure. Mm-mm-mm.
That's underperformance. Oh, wait, no, you're using the app, so.
Yeah, I'm just
Mhm.
checking out my modifiers. That is a boo boo boo. 5 plus 8 is a number.
13.
Yes.
I can do math.
And
Sick.
another 29.
This
Jeez.
person you see this person looking at you, and you just see as you like heavily lean on that cane, like their whole perception of who the fuck you are is altering in their head. Important question though, where's the box?
The box is between myself and SMS on the ground.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that we are keeping track of that. So you hop over to this guy. I'm going to go ahead and move this token over since I'm pretty sure you can't control it. And yeah, there we go. I'll just put this token there so we can keep track of it. So you're leaning heavily on the cane. What are you doing as you approach this person?
He'll just kind of swing his assault rifle, so it's like instead of like it dangling in front of him, like over his chest, because he has like a crossbody strap for it.
Mhm.
He'll like shift it so it hangs over his back instead, so it's not like it doesn't look like he's just like immediately about to pick it up and start shooting.
Yeah.
But he'll very clearly, with his like free hand that he's not using for the cane, he'll like swipe back his jacket and put his hand in his pocket to keep his jacket like open so that the other guy can clearly see his other weapon that he has in his underarm holster. And he'll just kind of slowly like draw out a chair and then plop down in it.
Oh, what can I do for you, my friend?
You see, I saw you and your boys, and just kind of eyeing up my my health over there, and it seems like maybe your eyes are wandering a bit farther than they should be. I just wanted to let you know that there's nothing you need to worry about or involve yourself in. You know what I'm saying?
Are you really trying to get me to back off in my gang's own turf right now?
Listen, man, listen, man. There are some fish that are a lot bigger than whoever the hell you think you are, and while your little gang might control some itty bitty pieces of the shit part of this city, not everyone is so constrained.
While this is happening, I call the next combat cab to our location.
Probably a good idea, yeah. You. Abel, go ahead and give me a persuasion check, because I know how I want them to react, but I want to see how smooth you're managing to pull this off.
Yeah, and I will add my luck to this.
Yeah. Is this intended to be more of a persuasive argument or an intimidation?
Intimidation.
I think because you kind of set yourself up leaning heavily on that cane, that's going to make it almost like a little bit more difficult for you here.
That's my third crit in a row.
That's your third crit in a row.
Holy
That's my
bro.
third crit in a row. That's a 26.
I like how I'm over here. I'm like, yeah, no, this is definitely like a 17, maybe a 21. Then you just slap a 26 at me. Let me emotionally recover from this for a second.
Yo, insane.
Yeah, just insane. This is why I don't plan too much before my sessions. He kind of like looks at you a little bit. You can tell that he's not exactly shook, but he isn't approaching this with the same level of like, hey, fuck this guy, that he was originally intending to.
Instead of being a good
Kinda like-
fight, possible death.
Yeah. So he's just kind of like, all right, buddy. Listen, I get that you're whatever this is. And you're pulling off this whole menacing routine very well here, but at the same time, I can't just let you, be wandering around heavily armed with a man and a lady dressed that fine and not ask what the heck you guys are up to. So, why don't you lay down some details about what you're doing here? And my camera just went really out of focus, didn't it? Why don't you guys let me talk to me about some of the details here, and I can let you guys get on your way. So, what's in the box? What are you doing at this bar? Talk to me here.
I send a text.
And
Might need suppression
I should tell you this.
to the
Why
cab company.
exactly? I mean, I get that you guys are supposed to be like this big deal out in South Nice City, but you do know that Militech owns um, a lot more of the city than you do. So maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't dip your toes in a big pool you're not ready to swim in.
Did you hear me, Ro?
So, I'm sorry, I did not hear you.
Oh, I sent a text to the cab company saying that we might need suppression at the door as well.
Yep, yeah. Odd exit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy is like, are you Militech? Because I kind of recognize you. I know a little. I considered myself a little bit of fan until this started, and I know you're not the great Abel over here isn't exactly a friend of the corpse. So why are you throwing around Militech name? Like that's gonna get me to back off.
Well, listen, you can see my two finely dressed compatriots. The help, as the bartender so eloquently put it when I was speaking with her. And listen, I may not be a part of Militech, but if you know me, then you know that on the side I do a lot more work than just performing for shows. That doesn't exactly put food on the table. And it especially does not help you when you're trying to achieve, let's say, deeper goals that require deeper pockets. I mean, you may know me as not a member, but let's just say that that doesn't mean they don't have my back. And if you truly listen to my music, you know that my beef is much more with Arasaka than Militech. And, well, the enemy of my enemy is my friend after all.
All right. Go ahead and give me another persuasion check here, or a face down if that's what you're trying for.
I'll go with persuasion. As much as he may pretend, he does not actually have any reputation.
Yeah, like, you're coming in real hard, man.
And my luck runs out.
Ooh.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm gonna do this by the book. I'm gonna give this guy a quick concentration check here. Where the heck did it go? That is not good news for you, my friend. So the guy just stands up. There's a physical difference between you guys. And this guy's wearing sort of the black Kevlar hard plastic thing. You can't part of this problem with intimidating this guy is you can't see his face. He's got like a sort of stylized helmet over him, like very sort of like paramilitary looking type thing. And he just like takes advantage of the fact that he is a little bit taller than you and you're sitting down there to kind of like loom over you a little bit. It's like, listen, I gave you the option of just giving me some info and leaving like you wanted to. But now you're starting to piss me off a little bit. So how about this? You either play ball, tell me what's in that box. Why don't we go ahead and open that box now? Show me what's inside. Or we have a problem. And he just kind of like snaps his fingers, and you can see like the other booster gangs are kind of like popping up a little bit.
I mean, listen, you can try to open the box. You might even see what's inside. But I can assure you one thing. You won't live long enough to tell anyone about it. That's for certain.
Can I overhear this
I'm gonna
exchange?
You could definitely overhear this. Yeah, I
Okay.
think the whole bar is kind of like quieted down as overhearing this.
I send on my internal agent to SMS, be ready to wipe the last hour of camera footage in this bar and get your gun.
There are no cameras in this bar. No
Oh,
net
beautiful.
architecture.
Okay,
You guys are
cool,
all
cool,
good.
cool.
All right, so I'm gonna say that this is now kind of like a little bit of a face-off, or face down, face off, face down, face up,
Right.
face down, whatever you need to be. Which is gonna be cool. I'm gonna give you a +2 for how cold that fucking line was. So
Mm-hmm.
All right, here is my face down. Not
Ooh,
bad at all.
that's not bad.
Luckily, Abel does have insanely high charisma, so
this is the judge. He's got a +6 or +8. Sorry, I forgot to factor in the rep. +8. Just want that face down.
Nice.
You guys look like just kind of glare at each other, like fully looking at each other. It's like, you really want to do this? He has lost the face down. He is choosing to continue the thing, like knowing that he's got the -2.
Okay.
he's just kind of like, yeah. I mean, listen, Abel's not backing down now. He's literally just gonna like move his he's gonna move his chair back, like so that he has an even clearer path. So, like his chair is not even between where this guy is standing and where the box is. Like as like an open invitation, like try to walk over there and like go open the box, like if you dare.
Mhm. I think we need to make some initiative rolls here, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. While we do that, Jaws, I also need you to roll a d6 for me, and I will
Okay.
explain why you're doing that in just a moment.
Explain one more time how to roll on Roll20.
Yeah. So you select your token, and then at the top of your character sheet, you should see a button that says Initiative,
Oh no,
and
no,
that will
for
add you.
the D6.
Oh, to the left over here, there's going to be a little dice icon
Beautiful.
bar on the left, all the way at the bottom. There's a little thing that says dice. You're going to click on that, and then you're going to see a bunch of like D4, D6s, other options like that.
Nice. Got it.
All right, so that's 3. All right, I'm going to roll for our friend the judge.
Yeah, let me roll my initiative as well.
Oh, and that he has speedwear on top of that, man. The judge,
Yeah.
you rattled him, man. You rattled him. Alrighty then. So an important note is that you always got to select the token, otherwise it doesn't get added to it. But I'm going to go ahead.
Okay.
And
Sorry about that.
Oh, don't worry, bud. I got you. I got you. So I'm going to add you in here. I can add you manually. We're all good. So we're going to add you at 15. And then I'm going to go crazy and roll a bunch of boosters. Right after I see, edit, GMOs, dynamic lighting. Abel, can you go ahead and just create a random character? You don't have to fill anything out on them, but unfortunately, I can't give you permission to move that token around. So that way you just have something that can move around. Yeah, just go ahead and drop that on there then. Pop on the name, just pull, drag and drop.
Oh wait, I have to make a character. Sign up. Plus character. Gosh, it's just not working.
So we'll keep them at 1. And what did you roll for that D6? You rolled a 3.
Mm-hmm.
I am not able to make a character. I don't know why. It's not working.
No worries. Give me 1 second. I'll take care of it for you. I can at least like add a character and assign it to you.
Okay, perfect.
Right, that's you. And what I did. And select a token. Cool. Let's keep 40 there. All right. All the way at the top, you should now see a random character just kind of kicking around. Just as a gibberish name. You should be able to pull that out, and just because movement will be important here.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at Abel, transformed into such a beautiful young woman.
You love to see it. All right, so I'm going to explain some mechanical effects here. So basically, we have all rolled initiative. We're all going to be making attacks. This is a big old bar shooter. You'll notice at the end of the initiative, there are 2 special things, one of which is the bar staff, the other which is the combat cap. The bar staff clearly are going to have a problem with you guys popping off and may assist you or the hanged men. We'll kind of see how it works out. The combat cab there, you have 3 rounds until your combat cab is going to arrive.
Okay.
Every time you get to there, I have set it so it will automatically subtract 1. When that hits 0, the combat cab will arrive outside and you will be able to pile into it.
Beautiful.
Does anybody have any questions before we start?
I don't know if you can manually or add me to the initiative.
I certainly can.
Yeah, I rolled a 13.
There is you added. Popped in at 13. I'm just going to put you where you need to go manually, so I don't mess up my turn order. And beautiful. Okay. Onyx, you are up.
All right.
What are you going to do?
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand, whip around my assault rifle that I has on my back. I'm going to not auto fire, but I will dump 5 luck, all of my luck, into this shot. I want to aim for the head of this dude that is in our way, the judge, and just fire.
All right. So you are 14 meters away. You have added how much luck?
5.
You have added 5 luck, and an aim shot gives a -8 penalty, so you are at a -3. You are at 14 meters, which this lovely thing is right here. Means you needed to beat a 15. You rolled a 17. Fantastic. But as sometimes can happen in the Cyberpunk Red system, the damage roll wasn't great.
That might be the worst damage
The
roll I've ever
absolute
seen.
worst damage roll on 5d6.
For those of you, yes, the Jaws is showing you. We have rolled triple 1s, which doesn't have any special effect besides the fact that it makes us all very, very sad.
Yes.
You pull off a absolutely beautiful and stunning headshot that just hits the thing, embeds itself slightly in the guy's head, and otherwise does not seem to affect him. Unfortunately, it did not get past his armor, which is medium armor check. Power 12. I'm so sorry. Would you like to move?
I would.
Doesn't it get doubled? The
Oh yeah, that's true.
Headshot doubles damage that gets through.
That gets through the armor. Okay.
Yes. The order of operations was very important there. Sadly.
Yeah. Let me see. Are those AP? No, they're not AP. Okay.
AP also only subtracts from the armor if it breaks through. It is a brutal system out there, folks.
Well, if that's the case, what I'll do is it possible to grab the box or no?
You can certainly grab the box. However, that will require you to drop your assault rifle. I will be charitable and, well, it is on a strap, but if you want to pick it up again, that will mean you have to spend an action to do so.
Okay, cool. Then that's what I'll do. I'll sling it back over my shoulder after I take the shot, and it dings. Grab the box, and with my movement, move towards the door. And do I have enough space for that? Is there? How do I check distance?
Yes. So if you select your,
Oh,
there's a little measuring tool on the side here.
I see it.
Yeah. And if you look at the bottom, it gives you the length of like actual meters on top, but on the bottom it gives you squares. Your
Okay.
movement is equivalent to, you can move up to a number of squares equal to your movement.
Okay. Cool. I think I have a move of 5. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a move of 5. So I'm gonna move to this location here. Oh, let me grab this.
That blue box is the door.
Yes. So I want to move on this side of the door, giving myself an option of cover.
I like that.
And I can't move the box, but the box would be out there at my feet as well.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move that for you. Cool. That is going to be your netrunner then. What would you like SMS to do?
I would like SMS to fire. Oof.
You do have control of SMS's character sheet, so
Yes.
you can do all the rolling yourself. I'm just asking you because it's good for us to narrate these actions.
Yeah, I'm thinking. So she sees me. I would have asked SMS to try to pop a shot at. Let's see, what's the closest dude to pop a shot at? What's her closest? What's the DB for? What's the range on a pistol? I forget. It's like
pistol
7
is
to
going to
12.
be within 6 meters. Is
6 meters is the thing.
range.
So we're gonna pop a shot at that dude there sitting at the bar.
Yeah. Is that the green one or the orange one?
The green dude.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a shot.
Oh.
I also have opened my physical book up to the DV tables if you want to check them.
SMS is just carrying the team right now.
Oh my god, that's a Night City cred. Holy
SMS is carrying the team right now.
Holy Lord. Again, this woman is going to be an exec.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. I got to go find a tarot.
Ooh.
Okay. So first off, I kid you not, I think this person might be dead even before the crit hits them.
Jesus.
How many cards are there in their major arcana? Does anybody know off the top of their head?
12.
I think.
Oh, major arcana 22. Yeah.
22? Weird. I
Funny.
have 21 listed. Oh,
Where's
there's
the
one
20?
missing from the. Yep. So roll 1d.
Yeah.
21. 15. The devil.
Ooh.
The devil exists to represent and punish your fear in excess. This attack. Holy fuck. This attack now hits the head, even if it was originally aimed elsewhere. Additionally, the victim suffers the brain injury and lost ear critical condition.
Oh, I wish it was the judge.
Oh my god. So, this person had an armor of 4, which means 18 damage got through it, which is now doubled to 36, and a brain injury, and a lost ear. I'm gonna say that SMS just fully pulls it out, looking like a badass. I forget that I'm on camera. I can actually do this too. Just pops it off. Somehow the bullet hits in such a way that this guy's head fully explodes, Fallout Gore style, spurting everywhere, and this guy just falls to the ground.
And SMS's response to that is with what was the drink that she got earlier?
The blue
fairy.
The blue fairy. So she stands up, take this shot, finishes her blue fairy, flips it over and turns it on the lips of the glass onto the bar, pats the bar, winks, and then steps out. To here.
We love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. We love to see it. Yeah. Fuck, that was glorious and beautiful. My God. So this guy, what does this man even do? This is Mr. Red, who is currently moving. He is gonna see his friend die. He has a move of 4. So we're gonna see how far this guy can move. This guy can only move to about hither. He's going to take a shot at the door, which I'm going to say is a thin steel door,
Okay.
which, one moment, I probably have. I'm going to say that is 15 cover. No, okay, I already got there. Metal door, 20 HP. So
Okay.
he is, as you're running out, because it's all happening simultaneously, it's just taking a shot at the door that you guys are going through. He successfully hits and deals 13 damage to the door. So you just see, like, as SMS like pops in, pops to the side, this powerful bullet dash just boom smashes through the door, like right behind her, and that's going to be Abel.
Yeah, Abel is watching his comrades just absolutely blow brains out, and he's just gonna turn to the judge and he's gonna say, "I warned you," and then he's gonna walk back about. Is there another exit, or is this the only
Can you
exit over
sprint to the doors?
You could
I'm
sprint
not
to the door.
here?
There is a. It looks like there aren't any other doors out of here now.
Okay.
He'll move towards the bar, and
Yeah.
as he kind of just runs over there and kind of like goes to the side of the bar, he's just going to pull his submachine gun out of his holster and just kind of unload it at the judge. Auto fire, of course.
Beautiful.
Is this
skill.
suppressive or an actual auto fire attack?
Actual auto fire.
Okay.
Now, let me do math real quick. So,
Yeah, no
6
problem.
plus 8 is 14. And bada bing, bada boom. 17.
Let me pull up the auto fire table with SMG. That is not going to hit.
10 meters. Or 12 meters.
Yep, 12 meters. The DB you had to beat was 17.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Oh.
Yep, that's the problem with auto fire, sadly. So yeah, you are blasting away, and it's not that you're not hitting him. I think a couple of shots do ping off him, but you can't keep it like steady enough. Probably because you're running, you do actually use it like a cane here, and it's just not working out the way that you want to.
What? Wait, what auto fire table are you looking at?
I'm using the one in my cold book,
Okay.
my physical copy.
The one that I'm looking at says 7 to 12 is 13. Is my note wrong?
There's been a couple of comments about this. If someone in the chat wants to get in there and correct me, I will be corrected. But I believe I am using the correct one. I think I am using the most recent physical book.
Oh, is there like one that was like a misprint?
Yeah, they kind of altered it after the fact.
And
Okay,
older.
okay,
I think that's the older chart you have, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
No, yeah, because
Yep.
Alright, yeah,
If I turn out to be wrong, I will
is-
apologize. Actually,
No,
you know what I can do? Yep. Okay. Thank you, Rook, for popping in there. Yes, I am using the correct table.
Okay, perfect.
So this person. So you've moved, you've fired. That's all that you can do with your turn, unfortunately. This person is going to see you unloading on their boss, and they're going to do the very obvious thing of, still covered in the various bits of their friend. Actually, no. Someone died right next to him. Give me 1 second here. They do keep it together.
Okay.
In situations like this, I give enemies a DV9 check to concentration to either panic or have penalty. Unfortunately, he beat that. He's going to go ahead and shoot at you. Can you dodge bullets?
I can dodge bullets.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Roll to dodge the bullet, and right now, 19 is the DV for him to beat.
Beautiful. Let's roll some dice.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that was a real bad damage on top of that. So, yeah, you like dodge out of the way just in time. You just see a chunk of the bar just get blasted away as this guy fires at you. And yeah, I think he doesn't have a great situational awareness right now. I think he's gonna like hop the bar and actually get behind there with the bartenders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can now see the updated table. Thank you guys.
Cool. Awesome.
Mr. Brewster Ganger over here. All right, so Mr. Blue is also going to pull out their pistol. Would you like to dodge?
Yes.
Yes. This one is firing at 14 meters. So before your dodge, they would have to hit a 20. Go ahead and roll me an evasion.
Oh, shit.
Oof.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right. So now he just has to beat a 10. The gods smile upon you, my friend.
Wow.
You biff it. You feel yourself slip on this like little bit of water.
Yo.
Boom. And just like you see this guy like snag his gun on his thing, it just goes off and it just like whizzes over you. You are so lucky. And this guy is gonna go ahead over here and just like as part of his movement, knock this table over to give himself a little bit of cover. Now it is the judge. And, give me a second. The judge is going to move over here. That is... actually, let me correct that. So because the judge had their assault rifle not on their person, I decided it would take an action to pick it up. That might end up saving your life. So the judge is going to pick up their assault rifle as their action, and they are going to go ahead and move over here to take cover behind this bandit.
Nice.
The bar staff. So the lady that you knew, she's got a move of 4, let's say. She is going to run into the back because she doesn't want any of this, right?
Valid.
Bob over here, he doesn't have that option. So he pulls a shotgun out from under his thing. Abel, can you go ahead and roll me a luck check? You need to roll at or below your luck.
Ooh.
My luck is 0 right now.
Your maximum luck, not your current luck.
My maximum luck is 2,
Yep.
guys.
Ooh, buddy.
Jesus.
Pray for that.
Buddy.
This changes every day.
At or under. At or under. You are a lucky, lucky, lucky man.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yo.
This guy pulls out his shotgun
Holy shit.
and aims not for you, but for the booster ganger. And just sprays him with both freaking barrels. Dealing 11 points of damage, putting them into the seriously wounded category automatically. You love to see it, folks. You love to see it. And then he is also going to retreat. The combat cab is now 2 rounds away.
Beautiful.
Your agent pops up. And now it is Onyx. Onyx, you are outside. You know that they are firing at the door. And what would you like to do?
So I would like to swap turns with SMS.
You guys are on the same initiative, so
Right.
you guys can move interchangeably.
So I sort of look at her. Hopefully she looks at me. This is I would love to say that MetaCorp has team building exercises that include close quarters combat for new employees and their assistants. So SMS moves in. She's gonna rotate we're gonna rotate, guys.
We're gonna rotate.
We're gonna rotate.
rotate.
So SMS is gonna move in so she can get a shot over the bar to this dude.
Okay.
And she used 3 squares of her movement. She's trying to clear a path for our good friend. Let me minimize that real quick and maximize this. All right, she's gonna shoot orange.
No, she is not.
Oh no, she's not. She's not. So she's gonna shoot at orange.
Yep, she shoots at orange. It hits some of the beer spouts, like clips them, and you see two just like suddenly start spouting beer, making this a whole like hazard.
Right. Perfect.
I'm so glad that people get to see the weird motions I make when describing these scenes.
I love it. And then she is going to take. Oh, sorry.
Didn't she take 3 squares of movement to get there?
Yeah, she did.
I believe her move is 4.
Is it 4? I thought it was 5.
So she only has 1 square. It is
Okay.
4. I just pulled the sheet up.
Well, that's okay. If she has 1 square, what she will do is this a little lip right here?
Yes, that's a little lip. It would give her cover from orange, but not from the other ones.
Right. Okay. Not from blue. She would still be seen by blue.
She would still be seen by blue.
Okay. That's fine because there was a plan. So she's gonna go ahead and move, and like hunker down best she can, and then Onyx is going to sort of slide open the door a little bit, and lay down some suppressive fire this direction to try to suppress red, blue, and the judge from getting a clear shot on Abel.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Go ahead and roll me an auto fire. I will roll concentration checks for everybody.
That I shall. Auto fire for
I'm just gonna roll
suppressive.
Yep, just roll the skill. You don't have to roll for the actual to hit.
Okay.
Okay, so judge is gonna be fine. Blue is gonna fail. Red's really gonna fail, and orange is gonna fail. I kind of figured they'd all fail, but so the judge does not appear affected by. He's keeping it together, but you do see that his like little minions, they are looking a little bit like, oh, we gotta get some cover, guys. And yeah, are you ending your turn there?
I'm gonna, after I lay down suppressive fire, I'm gonna end back around. I'm gonna shift sides actually. After the door closes, suppressive fire door closes, and then outside of their view, I shift sides.
Yeah, very reasonable. Okay, so that is Mr. Red here. Mr. Red needs to get into cover real quick. I'm going to give him a quick athletics roll. He manages to get over the bar despite all of the like watery goodness that is bursting out of the pipes. I think before, as he's doing this, he is going to fire on SMS.
Okay.
So here's right here. SMS cannot dodge bullets.
She cannot.
Thankfully for her, I'm going to rule that she is just outside of the optimal range for this attack.
Beautiful.
And it didn't matter. So yeah, you see what would clearly have been an absolutely lethal shot, just like as like he's getting up on the bar, he slips just a little bit, and the shot goes a little bit wild. You hear it hit wood, but you're like, man, that was a bad thing if that would have hit.
Yeah.
Now we're up to Abel.
Abel is going to, where's my measuring stick? Move right over here. And he is going to, let me take out my measuring stick again. He is going to attempt a shot with his SMG. He is going to, just make a regular shot against orange.
Yeah, I like it.
Actually, no, he's gonna auto fire at.
From that position, Orange will be undercover because he's stuck behind the
Okay.
bar.
Never mind. Blue then is my new target.
Nice.
And
Glad
he
to
will
meet.
auto fire, of course, because go big or go home.
Yeah.
Oof.
There
Oof.
we go.
She's peppered.
Roll me 2d6, please. I believe
Peppered.
SMGs are auto fire 3.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. That's 1d6. That's 2d6. That is 8.
That is 8 times 3 is 24. Would you like to describe how you kill this person?
As he kind of runs out from the bar, like he already has the machine gun leveled, and he kind of just lets out this rain of lead as he's kind of running, and then you can just see as like his body just like gets hit, poof, 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 and it kind of like shakes back and forth as it gets like riddled with these bullets before he just collapses backwards into a pool of his own blood. And then as like Abel comes to a stop right here while he's trying to run, he just like gives like a look at the judge, like he's nuts.
Beautiful. Turns out the judge wasn't next. It was this Mr. Orange over here. Mr. Orange is behind cover from where he would need to be. Technically, I'm going to keep him there because Red has occupied the space where he would need to be. It just makes my life more easy. He's going to see you killing his friend. He's going to take a shot with his very heavy pistol. I should have asked if you wanted to dodge, but that misses, so let's not worry about it. Yeah, you like a bullet just like hits the like jukebox behind you, starts playing Red City, one of your
Nice.
songs, ironically enough.
Nice.
And yeah, like I said, that was gonna come up later.
Yeah.
All right. What is the judge's movement? The judge's movement is 4, and because judge is gonna pop himself over here. He is gonna go ahead and snarl at you as like he starts moving in, pulls out the assault rifle, and you can tell that like he wants to unload on you, but that kind of like professional training takes over, and instead he's just gonna take a single shot at you.
All right. I'm going to dodge that.
Yeah, I really gotta get better at asking for that.
Oof.
I do not dodge though, and I take his weak ass shot. Right.
And it does not penetrate your armor. Remember when he said, "Oh man, that is like the worst damage roll we've ever seen"?
Yeah.
We just saw that damage roll again,
Just
folks.
Again. Yep.
Same
Payback.
exact breakdown too. 1 1 1 2 4.
Yep.
Payback.
Yep. Right. So the bar staff, now that they are in a relatively safe location, they are not going to be combatants. This gentleman is going to set himself up to be able to unload, and your fan is going to kind of like head over towards this window and just like be like fully run and just leave the bar, like popping through a window.
Valid.
The combat cab will be here in 6 seconds.
Perfect.
Onyx, you're up.
I relay through my internal agent 6 seconds to the team. And then I am going to, let's see, what's the best? No, actually, I won't do that yet. SMS needs to handle her shit first. SMS is going to step. Let me see. Let me look at some situations real quick. And this is a window right here, right?
Yes, that is window.
Okay. So SMS is going to step to get a clear shot. She's going to shoot Orange, or try to at least.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
If I could kick this, I have a pistol.
He does not hit.
She does not hit. R.I.P. But then what she will do, she made her shot, and actually, Yeah, she has enough squares. She'll just run out and take Jax's old position. And then
Yeah.
Jax is gonna step out. And I'm gonna lay down cover fire.
I'm gonna point out, if you do cover fire from this position, I should have had Abel roll it last time. Abel is also gonna have to make that concentration check.
Okay.
That was a misstep on my part. I thought about it and then I forgot to ask for Abel's
So what I'll do then
roll.
instead is I'll just peek this angle and try to fire on Orange as well. Get him out of the game.
Go for it.
Just with a single shot.
Single shot. Put a bullet in his butt. Single shot. Yeah. All right. You're popping it from there. Let's check the range. You're doing it on Orange. We will say that is 10 meters, which means you have very handily done that. So this is unfortunate.
Right there.
So remember earlier when we said because you're dropping your assault rifle on, like it would take you another action to equip it? It is really unfortunate that we cannot use that damage roll then.
Yeah, because I never did equip it. Yeah. So I have to. I'll just...
You could. I will let you keep that roll though.
Mhm.
We'll roll damage for it if you want to take a single shot with the SMG that you already had in your hand.
Oh, I didn't have an SMG. You remember I brought the box outside. No, I picked the gun up already again because that's when we did suppression.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think perhaps you should have been able to do suppression in the last turn, but hey, you know what? Things happen. So we have to use that roll, which means we get a roll another Night City crit.
A 666.
I think technically you're only supposed to, be able to do like one per game session, but I've never had two come up in a session before, and these are just nukes. Is that 21 again?
21. Well, last time we got, 18 or something? Or did we get 21?
We got 15 last time.
15
Sorry,
last time,
that was my bad. Oh, shit. It's the second time within the past month that I've seen this rolled. World's trying to tell me something. The world. The world puts everything in perspective in a moment of understanding. The character who caused the world to be drawn may take an additional turn after this one. During this additional turn, they receive a +5 to any skill check, ignore negative effects of all wound states, and do not have to make a death save if mortally wounded. So,
wait, what?
First off, so this guy's dead, first off. Let's just get that out of the way. Like, he had 9 health left. Your shot, like, what? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at a booster here. Hold on. Let me double check this. Yeah, so he had 9 health left.
Yeah.
You did a shit ton of damage. He's dead. You now have another turn, which you have a +5 to any roll you make.
Ooh, beautiful.
Immediately.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to step back out. I'm going to go shoot. And you said a +5? Should I do it?
+5. I think you should. I think we all know what you want to do. I think you should do it. I think you should do it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop in. Since I still have a little bit more movement, only use A square. Pop in and aim at the judge's head again. Give it a shot.
Beautiful. 17-meter range. Give me a shot. So it's a -3. Ooh, holy fuck, look at that damage.
Yeah. Way better.
No. A third Night City crit.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh my god. What is happening?
Yo. We have to get reputation after this. The bar is going to be like, what
you have
happened
to get reputation after this. 6. What does 6 happen? Let's hope it's a good one, because some of these things can kill you. Ooh. The lovers. The lovers bring the combatants even closer together. This attack now hits the head, even if it was originally aimed elsewhere. Additionally, if it was a melee attack that drew the lovers, the victim is now considered to be a defender in a grapple with the attack. So, not a great one for a ranged weapon to hit,
Especially
but
since it was already a headshot.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna say it still does the extra 5 damage. So let me do some math here real quick. So we're gonna immediately do the 5 damage to the judge, which is gonna bring him down to 35.
Oh yeah. After I swing around, I'm gonna
Yeah.
just get back in the game.
So armor is minus 12, so that's gonna bring it to 12 times 2. Yeah. So you pop out, you see the perspective of everything for a moment. You pop out, you aim for the judge. You feel like this caress of like some sort of mystical lover guiding your hand, almost saying like, "Go closer to him." You're like, "What the fuck do you mean? I'm shooting him with an assault rifle." Boom! You see this bullet hit this man, blowing off like a fragment of his mask. Just like you see his face if you hadn't just made it a bloody fucking mess, as this man is instantly put into the seriously wounded condition
Beautiful.
from one shot.
Beautiful.
SMS is already gone, and
Yeah.
wow, it's the last booster. He needs to make a concentration check. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, he's fine. He's dealing with it.
He's hopped up.
I don't know how. He's hopped up. He's on drugs.
He's like, yeah, black ice.
He's on black lace.
He's just
Black
like me.
lace. Yeah.
All right. Jesus fuck. All right. This guy apparently is a battle warrior.
Right.
He's phased by nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nothing can phase this man. Right. He is going to realize that you guys are incredibly fucking lethal where you are. So he is going to fully run through the door out to you guys.
Yeah, makes sense.
You see him like drop his pistol on the way, and these long, jagged, nasty looking claws just pop out of his fingers as he goes up to slash at you. I need you to give me 2 evasion checks, please.
Okay. It's funny because we have in 6 seconds that hot entry.
Yeah.
Yo. I love it. It all comes together.
All comes together.
So 2 fighting, and we're looking for a reflex evasion. 2 evasions.
2 evasions, yes.
Oh shit! Wait. Can you give me like an extra couple seconds? I need to check something. Really quick to see if I can do anything special, because this is a melee attack against me, right?
Yeah, it is a melee attack. Why don't we have Abel go, because Abel won't be able to hit this guy because he's now on the other side of the door.
Okay.
And we'll see what he gets up to.
Oh, Abel is not worried about hitting this guy. Abel is going to stalk towards the judge, and just as he arrives in front of him, he's just gonna kind of spit on the floor in front of him, and he'll say, "You see, I warned you about messing with us." And he's going to raise his cane and attempt to beat him to death with his cane.
You can use
which he has had modified in the past to make it a heavy melee weapon. It's perfectly weighted for breaking bones. Exactly how it works.
These are made out of -2, so that one's gonna hit, and that one's gonna hit. Roll some damage.
And that's going to be 3d6 for both of them. Boom and boom.
Okay. So, half SP. Let's be 6. Abel, your first thing just cracks him through the thing, probably hitting him on the exposed thing. This guy's not looking bad. How do you kill him with your second strike?
After the first strike, just hammers home, further, destroying his mask. He's just going to, raise it, above his head, just, slam it down like it's like a sledgehammer breaking concrete, just right into the center of his skull. And then he's gonna pull out his agent and, take a little selfie with it.
Brutal. Yeah, he is dead. And we're going to pop back over to the lovely athletics to see how you're doing with your attack. First one is
Beautiful.
going to miss.
Oh no, those were evasions. You remember I had to evade? He fired. He was gonna, yeah.
Yep, this is the actual like Ripper attacks. I didn't roll yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
He misses both of them.
Yep, both of them is misses. So this guy is like fully like going to slash you, and is kind of like got this like mad dog like wild thing. Doesn't know that everyone's dead,
Right.
and just goes to attack you. The bar staff once again is kind of taking him out, and right on time, your combat cab has arrived.
Beautiful. Let's see. CPRed. I'm looking at a lot of things right now. Give me a second.
I got like 3 character sheets, 4 PDFs, a physical book, a notebook. Trust me, I feel the pain. Google Doc notes.
Perfect. Oh, this is what I'm gonna do. Can I use my Aikido skill to grab someone? Can I use Aikido to grab? Martial arts to grab? Is what I or
is
I
that
have to
one
use
of the
brawl one.
special moves? You can use yes, you can use Aikido to grab someone.
Okay.
You can certainly do that.
Well, you remember that old thing that we used to say? So what I'm gonna do is, since this dude's in front of me, I would like to redirect him and grab him so that he's facing SMS.
Okay. Very good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this would be an opposed grapple check. Sorry, I just have to do some mathematics here. Oh, wow, I don't think he's going to be doing that. Fighting. Ooh.
Oh, he tried his best.
He did try his
This
best.
is the 3rd cream this guy has got in a row. Like, something magical is happening here. But yeah, you have successfully grappled this person with your martial arts skills. You
All right,
face
cool.
them towards SMS.
And then I would like SMS to step up to him with her very heavy pistol, sort of towards his temple, away from my head, obviously, and pull the trigger, touching her gun to his head while he's grappled. You know how that works.
Dead. Combat has ended. All 5 of these people are fucking bloody smears on the wall, bleeding, missing like portions of their head. 3 of them are missing their heads, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And I don't think you guys took any damage.
No,
Yeah.
I think me and SMS both got shot, and I think our armor caught it. Actually, did SMS even get shot?
No, she didn't get shot.
No, she didn't.
Yeah, I got shot, and my armor caught it, and no one else got hurt. As he kind of hears like the car pull up outside, Abel is just going to kind of walk towards the bar, and he's gonna yell out into the back to the bartender. He's gonna be like,
"Oh, I
you
say
don't have
guns
anything
and
else
money."
to worry about."
I'm sorry, Abel. What did you say?
You don't have anything else to worry about, but there's gonna be a lot of cleanup. Send an invoice to Militech for damages.
LOL.
And I'll,
Get the heck out of here! Go, just go!
I'm gonna leave a little gift on the bar for my my special fan.
I swear to God, if it's a bomb. Sorry, I didn't realize that was that character.
And I will leave the very expensive bottle of alcohol on the bar table. And walk out to join everyone else. And just step over the fucking corpse.
Yeah.
Jax knows when a deal is done and when he's earned his cut of the deal. So he's gonna walk back inside. He's gonna look at Abel and be like, "Can you get the box?" He's gonna walk back inside and take every scrap of Eddie's ammo and gun that he can get from these human beings.
Okay.
Before we leave, I'm just stuffing it into my briefcase carry-all.
Yeah.
Over my shoulder.
you're going to get 5 poor quality, very heavy pistols, 1 poor quality assault rifle, and I'm just going to roll the amount of money they had on them. 256 eddies, as well as like a full clip of ammo for all of them.
Beautiful. So I'll say I'll just add whatever those clips are to my ammo.
Yep.
Cool. Great.
Yeah, so it'd be 8 times 5, so 40 very heavy pistol rounds, and then 25 rifle rounds. Theoretically, there should be less in there, and they should have stuff on their person, but just to keep the math easy for me, that's what I'm going to say.
Perfect. Cool. And then I get us in the give a thumbs up to the cab driver. I say thanks for having the guns primed and ready, and give him the location. The abandoned subway station.
And
I like to be out ammo and shit.
I think this might be a good spot to stop for this session, maybe.
You know, I was just going to suggest that.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to keep playing longer, obviously, but I didn't know I was having people over today, so I have to do some cleaning before they come over.
I feel that.
I know that feel.
Yeah.
But wonderful.
That was first session, or first combat session of the spring interlude went very well, but much better than our last combat. I'll tell you that.
Right? Jeez.
No kidding.
We learned some things.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were also facing a 4 boosters and a security officer rather than the best solo in Night City.
That's also valid.
The strongest person in Night City behind Adam Smasher.
That's also valid.
Yeah, and also in this case, we finally brought characters who are at least marginally skilled in combat.
Yeah. Not a net runner again, but hey, our net runner. Okay.
Our net runner be critting people.
She's insane.
I think the net runner did, except for the 2 Night City Terrors, I think SMS probably did the most damage of everybody there.
She's insane.
Yeah. Let's do some magic moments. Who wants to start us off?
Cassidy, please.
It's hard as always to determine one moment. I mean, we were just kind of talking about it, but just the way that final combat really flowed. I mean, obviously, the 3 different Night City Terrors.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Insane. I've never seen something like that happen before. And the spectrum of the roles was just absolutely crazy. Because I feel like everyone was either critting or failing, and there was no in between on the rolls at all.
Yeah, so many chunks of the bar were just taken off by weird shots. It was wild.
That combat just absolutely insane. And it was really good, really well designed. Everyone used the environment really well. I really liked your environmental storytelling with it. That was just overall one of our coolest moments as a group, I think, was that. And I mean, after all those Night City Terrors, let's just say the hanged men are gonna know the name Onyx after today.
Well, will they?
I'm sure that
they probably will.
It's true. Will they?
Because you remember no cameras and they're all dead. Just saying.
Yeah.
Bar staff aren't, and there are other patrons in the bar.
Okay.
I just didn't put tokens down for them not to confuse things.
I like to imagine the other patrons just kept drinking the whole time. They just completely ignored everything that was happening around them.
In my head, a bunch of them just picked up beers, picked up kibble things, and just moved to various left or you just see this old man who just picks up his beer, his kibble, and just fully just walks out a window to avoid the gunfights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was insane. Definitely a magic moment for me.
Oh, Cassidy, I gave Abel 125 eddies and 20 of the very heavy pistol rounds.
You can keep those. I don't have a very
okay.
But I I like the idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
And referee, your magic moments.
Oh yeah, I don't go last because you're in charge of the stream. What was my magic moment? There are a lot of points I was having a ton of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say it was like I love the combat. Don't get me wrong, but I think the leading up to it with Abel just like going off on this guy, and I'm just like, wow, you have like, because the issue in my head is just like, oh yeah, you totally convinced him that you're like this weak, helpless thing. It's not a threat. He's like, cool, I'm not gonna pick on some guy who clearly can't defend himself, so I'm just gonna like, what's in the box, and then I'm just gonna wave him off, and then you come in so aggressive, so ridiculously aggressive, and just like win the face down, which I realize I haven't been taking. I don't even think that the guy got a chance to make a roll against you guys.
Yeah.
I think he like made one
He was
shot
running
that
away,
missed.
trying to grab his assault rifle.
Yeah, it was just wild. Yeah, like it was crazy. So yeah, that whole like interaction with the judge, who was like, "Oh, I'll spawn a random NPC just on a whim. Cool. All right, he's dead now. Cool, cool. Named only to die." Yeah, that would be my magic moment. Just the fucking intensity you came.
Yeah. For sure. My magic moment, I think, would be the luck roll, because that changed the entire shift.
Oh my gosh!
Of the combat. Because I was like, if they get another dude right in that position, Abel's surrounded. Because if you notice, I was trying to leave you at least somewhere where you could retreat to. That was my whole thing. Because I was like, we have this door, but homie's just in the open.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was it. I think that's what really swung the combat in our favor. Really, that shotgun shot was pivotal.
Yes.
And the shot not aiming towards you was also
exactly.
And I always make characters with such low luck, because I like to say like, oh, you don't need luck if you're like you don't need luck if you have skill. Like that's like what I always like to say for my characters. And then like luck check, and I'm like, oh my fucking god.
You do
need a dangerous game, my man.
But hey, it was wonderful. Great game, guys. I'm sad LOL missed this one, but we have a lot to tell him.
Yeah.
We're recording this so he can watch it later on YouTube.
100%. Yeah. And with that being said, any last things? Anything you want to shill before we leave, my good gentleman?
I'm just trying to find the IP chart.
So glad being able to play with you guys once again today. You can find me on Discord at Cassidy_Grant, as well as streaming on twitch.tv/orcskull. I am part of a Thursday game ran by him at 2:30 p.m. PST, so feel free to stop by and see some of Abel's counterpart, Kane, another rocker boy. Yeah, see what I did with the names there.
Nice.
Another rocker boy and his adventures through Night City. Unfortunately, just like Abel, he is forced to be working incessantly with corpos. But unlike Abel, he has no way of escaping that, and has been almost subsumed by the corporate war going around him, and is forced to pick sides, which is very hard for him. But if you want to see some of that, stop by on Thursdays at twitch.tv/orcskull.
Yep, the shout-out's up right now.
I am mandatorily required to plug. So
nice. And Fire, anything?
No, just my own Twitch channel, which is Fire and Bone on Twitch, where I occasionally do Cyberpunk Red stuff and pull back the curtain so you can see how to run your own Cyberpunk Red game.
Heck yeah. And I, Jaws the Solar Powered Bard, here, the host of our show and our channel. Thank you for joining the network. Demented. But we're finishing up now.
Hey, Demented.
You can always catch these VODs on YouTube. It should be up next week sometime. So be on the lookout for that under Nuclear Eddies, a Cyberpunk actual play podcast. And until next time, as always, drink your water, take your meds, find somebody you love, and hit them with a body roll. And until next time, stay patch, peeps. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, thank you.
Ooh, that was a fantastic session, if I do say
Oh,
so
what?
myself.